What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's been over just under 30 days, I do believe, since I last recorded and uploaded a video. The reason for that being, first, I have just not been feeling like recording. Just been kind of dealing with some personal issues, processing some, some things that I've been thinking about and feeling. So, today I came from my therapy appointment. It's been 2 months since I last went to therapy, and I got a new person to talk to. I wasn't sure. I'm not even gonna say I wasn't sure. I knew exactly how I was feeling about that. Yeah, I was pissed off because how dare you just change somebody's doctor in the middle. Like, what if I had a good rapport? What if I had a good feeling, what I'm saying, about going to therapy and everything like that? And what if I was comfortable with who I was talking to, and you just up and change? I mean, I get it, people leave practices all the time, but at least give the patient a heads up that, hey, so-and-so left. This person is going to be taking over their caseload. Let us know if you still would like to continue. But neither here nor there. The guy, first of all, is a guy. I don't feel comfortable talking to men. I don't feel comfortable talking to white men. And I don't feel comfortable talking to a white man that appears to be, looks very much to be a lot younger than me. I'm not old, but I'm not young. I caught him up on what I've been going through lately, things I've been dealing with since my last appointment, having to have a difficult talk with my son. And I've had the talk with him that I needed to have with him. He turned 23 last month, May 16th. Shout out to all the tourists. I can't say right now whether or not what I did talk to him about registered. He's going through his own stuff right now between relationship stuff and employment issues. For whatever reason, these rinky-dink ass jobs down here in Georgia, apparently they just fire you and they don't even bother to tell you that you're fired, that you've been terminated. They just don't put you on a schedule, don't send you out a schedule, block your number from reaching out to the manager personally or whatever the case may be. So that's been going on with him. He lost one job and found another one and was only there for like a month or so, and that seems to be gone in the wind now. So we're dealing with that, but we taking it one day at a time, and I'm trying to be as encouraging as I can be, but at the same point in time be stern and let him know that you have to keep pushing, and you just gotta keep going. Like, stop trying to find these little bullshit ass clothing store, this Jimmy Jazz Journeys, and find you a job that's gonna garner you some benefits, medical benefits, dental benefits, and something that's going pay you enough to be able to support yourself. Because let's face it, he's 23. Time does not slow down for anyone, and before you know it, he's going to be 25, 26, 27, and I want him to be able to support himself. I mean, as his mom, I'm always going to be here for him when he needs me, but at the same point in time, he's got to learn, like I did. You gotta make certain sacrifices, and sometimes you have to work someplace that may be a little less desirable to get your foot in the door, get you some experience so you can move forward and progress and be able to be a responsible adult. So I was talking to him today about those things and some other issues that I've been holding on to, I guess you could say. I've just been finding myself really angry over these last few weeks to a month, in terms of just old feelings that I can't seem to let go of, feelings of anger more than any. Just talking to him about that, and letting him know that it's been a bit of a struggle over the past few weeks. Just talking to him, I came to the realization, of course with his help, just in being able to have that dialogue, that it's pointless. I just need to let it go. So I'm working on that within myself. I'm working. He definitely suggested that I try to seek out maybe a licensed social worker to have a longer session, someone that is going to really dedicate the time to talk to me. Not that he won't dedicate the time, but what he's definitely enlightened me to is that Psychiatrists, as of late, are primarily there to deal with medication management. So what I'm assuming is that means that whatever medicine they prescribe you, you go, you talk about, you know what I'm saying, whatever issues you may be going through at the current moment, or, whatever things you're trying to work on and deal with within yourself, but also how the medicine that you're being prescribed is affecting you, if something needs to change, if the milligrams or the dosage needs to be increased or decreased, things like that. So he prescribed me something else, which I have to go and pick up because I need to, be consistent so I can start to see the benefits of taking, something as I need it. As of late, I haven't been as anxious, but let me tell y'all something. I went to Jamaica in April, and I took my Lexapro with me. We paid an excursion to go to Dunn's River Falls, and I knew that, I paid for the excursion, that I was going to participate. Talking to one of my coworkers, she informed me that there are 2 get-off points at which, if you've had enough or you just feel like you can't make it or, just whatever, you can exit the falls. I told my friend, there's 2 get-off points. I'm going to have to get off on one of these. An anxiety attack. I want to say it wasn't quite halfway point in climbing these rocks where the water is coming down super fast. Not quite Niagara Falls, but to me, that's what it sounded like and that's what it felt like. And in the middle, there's nowhere for me to go but up. I can't go back down. You don't go down. You go up and you get off at the get off point, or you go up and you finish. And I freaked out. I didn't take my medicine. I brought my medicine with me on the trip, and I knew if I wasn't gonna take it any other day, if I didn't feel the need for it any other day, I was going to need it that day. And I forgot to take it. I freaked the fuck out. With the help of the gentleman in front of me and my homegirl behind me, I was able to get past that point. But in that moment, I couldn't breathe. I could barely see. I'm telling her I can't do it. I can't make it. I don't want to do it. I want to get off like it's a fucking ride. But she pushed me. She and the guy in front of me was able to calm me down. Had I taken it that day, I would have been fine. Not every day do I have a day like that. On a scale of 1 to 10, that was a 10. The average anxiety attack that I may have might be about a 5, 6. But out of 7 days, it may only be 1 or 2 days that I feel super anxious where I feel like I need to take something. So, I'm gonna look into a licensed social worker and see what I can come up with. And 30 minutes is okay, but of course I like to talk. I can talk all fucking day and night. An hour may prove to do me some good. So I'm gonna look into that. So that was that today. Like I said, my son turned 23 last month. That was a bit emotional for me. I mean, I feel funny saying a grown man only because I know that he definitely still has more growing to do, more maturing to do, but he's a grown man as of right now. Thinking back over the years and how time has flown, I was a tiny bit emotional on his birthday, but I'm definitely proud of all that he has accomplished, and I'm proud of the fact that he does, consistently keep trying. He may not try as hard as I feel like he could try. He's doing the best that he can do, and with my help, he'll get better. Earlier in the month of May, my mom got introduced as an AKA.
High school treasurer in Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools.
Go, mommy!
Shout out to my mom and all the AKA Ivies and Pearls and pretty girls. Look at me fucking it up. Big moment for her, and I went down to Charlotte, up to Charlotte to celebrate with her. I was proud of her for that. On the way back though, getting on the plane, some little ass girl comes sitting next to me. I was sitting in the middle seat, which I typically hate, but when you don't want to pay to pick your seat, these airlines pick the seat for you, and that's where you wind up. Either in the back of the fucking plane, hanging on to the engine, or you're sitting in the middle of somebody. She gets on this plane. It's freaking hot as fucking Charlotte. She gets on the plane. She's got on a fucking wool Scully, like a fucking flannel shirt and some jeans. You're a little fucking emo girl. As the doors close, you know, the plane has to take off and get going before the air gets, you know, on and the temperature on the plane cools down. As soon as the doors close, Shorty start freaking out. She looking around, she looking behind her, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. You need to use the bathroom? She's like, yeah. So I tell the lady next to me, you know, she needs to get up and go to the bathroom. I think while you're sitting on the runway, while you taxi into the runway and sitting on the runway waiting to depart, you can't get up. So whatever. I said, you know, you can't get up and go to the bathroom right now. What's wrong? Your stomach hurt? She said, yeah. I said, you know, they got some bath bags behind these chairs in these seat pockets. So I give her mine. The lady next to me gives her hers. Shorty start throwing up. I was too fucking through. So disgusted. She threw up like 2 or 3 times. She fell asleep. Mouth open, breathing hard and heavy. Smelled like alcohol. She probably was down to the bar, twisting in bed. Can't handle her liquor, didn't eat enough. Shorty throw up again. But she's sitting there and moving around while we waiting to get up and get our stuff from out the overhead. And I just keep getting a whiff. The fuck is going on? Why is it like, cause I'm like, she threw up in the bag. Get off, deplane, walking up the jet bridge. She fucking flies by me. She got vomit all in the seat of her fucking pants. I was so mad. I was so mad because now I'm smelling it and now I'm looking at it and I'm just like, that's disgusting. I know them flight attendants or whoever them plane cleaners was had to go and clean that plane. I know they was mad as fuck because I would have been mad. But Jamaica, yeah. I did Dunn's River Falls. I was super, super, super proud of myself because for anybody that knows me, that really, really knows me, number 1, I'm afraid of heights. Number 2, I'm afraid of water. I'm an Aquarian, water bearer sign, but I'm afraid of water. And the fact that I was able to complete it, I'll insert a clip at the top where I was, talking my shit on the camera. All right, y'all, I just did it. I completed Dunn's River Falls. Y'all know how I feel about water and heights. But I did it, and I'm super proud of myself. Hey, hey! Shout out to my friend Amanda who pushed me, but it's over now. Absolutely meant everything to me because 9 times out of 10, I hype myself up to do some shit. And either it proves to be too hard or I get too scared and I'm like, nah, forget it, I'll back out. But I did it, like I said, with the help of my friend, Amanda. Shout out to Amanda. And old boy in front of me, I was able to make it to the top. It took a lot of work. Ooh, child, my knee was done for. Done for. But it was definitely an experience that I'll always remember. I'm always gonna, you know, keep that with me, that even in the face of being anxious and being afraid, if I take the time to calm down and, you know, just really focus, I can complete anything. For the most part, going to Jamaica was absolutely lovely. I definitely enjoyed myself. It could have been a little more turnt if you ask me. The pool closed at 6. They played edited versions of whatever music, but for the most part, it was during the day. You know, we sat by the pool and we ate. The food was absolutely delicious. And then in the evening, we went out. One night we went to Margaritaville, and another night we went to Pier 1. Of the 2, Margaritaville was the better because the music selection was way better. They played, you know, a mixture of American music, a little bit of pop, and, you know, some reggae. But what I don't understand is why they want you to stand the fuck up every fucking place you go. Like, no chairs nowhere. So the day we did Dunn's River Falls, we went to Margaritaville later on that evening. Needless to say, I was fucking miserable. My knee was hurting, my feet was hurting, my legs was hurting. It was hot, I was tired, but I stuck it out with my homie. If I could change one thing, it would just be that. Throw a chair around. Here, there, everywhere. Pier 1, we actually had to freaking try to pay a chair, and the dude tried to hustle us. We went to the strip club. That was different. Since living in Atlanta, I have not been to a strip club. I know what the fuck is wrong with me, but Down there, yeah, they were, they were slim. They were very slim. Um, the girl stole our hookah coal after we paid $60 for it, or whatever. It was like one in a possible to look at, but all the rest of them, they were quite slim. It was only one stage with 2 poles, but I enjoyed myself. It was all about the experience for me. Going on vacation, I've only ever been on cruises. That's my first time ever going to stay on a resort, and it's something that I would do again. Choose a cruise as my first choice, just because you can, you know, quote unquote island hop, but for the most part, Jamaica was beautiful. Learned a lot about, you know, the infrastructure and, you know what I'm saying, their exports and everything like that. I would definitely return to that resort. I will return to the island, maybe see another side of it, maybe Negril. I'm not sure if Ocho Rios is really touristy. I've only ever been on a cruise and gotten off in Ocho Rios, so I'm not too sure. But outside of that, yeah, that's really been it. I've been, you know, kind of low key. Ain't been doing much. This video is very short and boring. I'm just continuing to work on me. It's the summertime now. It's about to be overtime grind season, and I'm going to gotta lubricate my throat. I'm gonna try to get this money between going on that cruise and going on that vacation to Jamaica. I've just been, you know, trying to enjoy myself for the most part. I definitely work hard. I do a lot of overtime. Work hard, play harder. But yeah, other than that, guys, again, my apologies for the delay and letting y'all know what's been going on with me. Y'all like my t-shirt? Stay golden, my friends. Anyhow, it's been real. I hope it doesn't take me this long to upload another video again. If it does, y'all just know it's just I'm working on me. Other than that, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Honestly, Aisha. And I thank y'all for watching.